You're watching Experience Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
What is up, everybody? We got a brand new collection of comics we're going to be ripping through tonight. We got some sick deals on all of them. We're turning and burning. You're watching Kickin It With Onrie. We'll see you in a minute.
For years, I have traveled the world slinging my creator-owned comics at the biggest and hottest cons. Now I'm busting out my personal collection of comics, toys, games, and more in order to bring the fun and excitement of con life right to your screen. There's only one place to get your comics and collectibles and chat live with the greatest showman in modern comics. So bust out your keyboard and get ready to call it in. You're watching Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show.
What is up, everybody? You're watching Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show. I'm your host, Onrie Copeland, and it is so wonderful and relieving to be here with you guys this evening. My day-to-day really just was a rough one. I ended up spending an hour, literally an hour, doing homework with my kindergartner today. I don't know why it takes so long and why they give so much work, but the thing that I think is really wrong with the system in his school is that he's only going to school for 2 hours a day for kindergarten. So it's like, oh, well, we have 5 hours worth of education. We'll just do half of it and leave the rest to the parents to do. We'll even do a little bit less than half. We'll only do 2 hours. They can do the other 3. And it's really stressed me out. But I'm not very patient when it comes to kids. That's something you guys may have seen on here when I ripped on my kids. But I mean, come on, seriously, 1 hour's worth of homework with a kindergartner. I mean, by the end of this, I was losing my mind, and he was losing his mind too. This is just ridiculous. Kindergarten. All right, we could go into this all night, but we have comics to move through, and I have a smorgasbord of awesomeness here. You spend $25 with me, you get to spin the wheel. Make sure stand doesn't fall here. You're going to win something no matter what. You spend $50 with me, you get free shipping on your order. It's as simple as that. We got a couple people in the house here. We got Chris, we got Edward, and long live Finn Jones. No, he's not living to go on. Did he teach me anything? I don't know if he taught me. He taught me that I don't have patience for this stuff. Let me tell you, my God, it just absolutely drives me nuts how they can do this to kids. I mean, they're too young for it. All right, so the first comic I have on sale tonight is a Batman book. It's Comics Interview, and I'm trying to find out the number. I didn't have a chance to price this out, but we're going to do it together right now. And we're going to, again, go at the simple price. And the price is right there. We already know what we're going to do this with. Now, this was published by David Anthony Kraft, who is my was my co-writer on East and Chin. We talked a lot about this book here. The Comics Interview Super Special of Batman did so much for Dak in his business over the years. It's really crazy. And this book in particular had, I think, multiple printings, and it carried Dak through a really tough season. So this is a pretty awesome book, and I just found it going through stuff in the warehouse. And it gives a huge history on Batman, and there's interviews in here by people who worked on the series throughout. We got interviews with Bob Kane, Bill Finger, Jerry Robinson, Dick Sprang, Gardner Fox, Sam Hamm, Burt Ward, Frank Miller, and more. So even Frank Miller. And in fact, if you guys have looked, Dak's wife is actually in a legal battle with Frank Miller now as we speak over some artwork that was submitted to Dak for Comics Interview. I don't know if this is the piece right here, but it's not something I can really comment on, but I know a lot about what's going on with it. I choose not to, to stay neutral on it, but I believe this is the book that started the dispute right here. So this is currently selling on eBay. The first listing I saw was going for $5. So that's what we're going to do it at tonight. The cover price for this book, however, is a solid $9.95. 50% off your first book, $5. And we got $5 FOMO night, too. So the next book we got here is Stanley the Snowman, #1. This is a really cool vegan variant here. Really beautiful book. This is going to go for $10 tonight. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for sharing our eBay store link. Dick Sprang, best name ever in comics. I agree with that, Edward. As soon as we put Dick on Batman, oh no, wait, actually no. That also doesn't sound too good either, does it? As soon as we pull Dick off of Batman. Dick, you're being removed from Batman. You need to spring on out of here. All right, Stanley the Snowman. Vegan variant. We go from talking about dicks to selling books with kids, or kids for books. That's not going to get us like red flag. Is that JD? I hope it doesn't. He's like, yes, it will. All right, next book we got here is Defenders #99. Al Milgram on the cover. Beautiful cover here. We got the core team of Namor, Hulk, Silver Surfer, Valkyrie, Doctor Strange, and Son of Satan here. This is a solid roster here for the Defenders, and this book is going to go for $5. It's a nice, crisp condition. I'm going to say this is a very fine on that. You're now a registered Dick offender. Spring forth, Dick, and spread Batman across the world. So that's not all I'm going to spread. All right, next book we got here is Action Comics 403. This is going to go for just $5 again. Look at this. We got 3 books so far that are just amazing that are all going for $3. The Stanley the Snowman is the exception. That's going for 10. But we got hella deals on these books here. The next book we have here is Batman 3 Jokers. This is the variant B. This is a 1-in-25 ratio variant cover. So what that means is that a shop would need to order, on minimum, 25 copies of Batman 3 Jokers in order to get just 1 copy of this book. Look this book up. It's going for about $35, $40. Right now I'm doing it at $30. So I'm going below market value because I want to move it. I don't want to sit on it. The next book we got here is The Mighty Thor #13. This is the annual, double-sized annual. It's got Mephisto on the cover. Again, a book that's in really great shape. I'm going to say this is a very fine all day on this. This is going to go for $5. And then the next book we got here is The Flash #1. This is by Mike Barron and Butch Geist. This is normally a $15 to $20 book. We're going to do it tonight for just $10. $10 on this. Call it as you see it. And then the next book we got here is A+X. This is a Mike Deodato Jr. cover. It is a 1-in-20 ratio variant. And this is going to go for $10. Just $10 tonight. It's a pretty cool cover, too. That Captain America and Cable are thinking, man, Dick just sprang out of nowhere, didn't he? Has anybody seen Dick around lately? I could really use some coffee. So what's the update on the Eastern Shin comics? So I haven't heard anything from the printer yet. I mean, they did receive the files, they did print up everything, but I don't have any shipping information as of yet. But I received all the PDFs for all of the Eastern Shin books so that I can fulfill all my obligations for the Kickstarter. But I just want to make sure I have everything in place before I send it out. So I want to review the files one last time if I can. And if I catch something and there's a delay, it's purely a production delay. It's to give you guys the best that we can possibly give. And we made a lot of changes to the latest issues of Eastern Shin. And I want that to reflect on everything that you guys read, whether you get it in print or you get it in digital. I want you guys to have the latest, the greatest, and have the best, always. Even if it means waiting a little bit longer, I promise you I will deliver. That's how I work. All right, the next book we got here is Silver Surfer, Superman #1. This is a really cool crossover here. 2 cosmic, super-powered super guys who are supering their super juices all over the Dick Sprang of the universe. This is going to go for $10. Dick Sprang! Oh, actually, I think JD is going to tell me we have to stop. No, it's my internet connection. Here's what's going on with my internet. It's not hardline, so give me just a second here, because this is always the last component I forget to do. And this is this right here is the reason why I prefer to stay on the claim sale format as opposed to Whatnot and all those other things, because I can actually hardline through here on my laptop, and I'll have faster speed, and that way I can see your claims better. And then you guys still have problems because I'm not seeing the claims because it's coming up too fast. Phil, what's up, brother? I'm probably being Onrie likes a hard line. Dick Sprang that hard line on me. Talking about Dick Sprang, he worked on Batman, and he is one of the featured guys who's interviewed in this comics interview super special that was put out by David Anthony Kraft, my co-writer on Yisum Shin, the guy who taught me everything about publishing. And this book features a ton of different interviews with famous Batman writers and stuff like that, and artists, including Frank Miller. And Dick Sprang! Cover price on it's normally $10. It's going for $5. Hard wine. Or like a hard line. Not lying, I'm dying. All right, next book we got here is No Contest #1. We premiered this book last week, and it nearly sold out. I got a couple copies left. I got 3 copies of this B cover here, going for just $5. It's basically Sons of Anarchy meets Suits. It's about a martial arts lawyer, the fight lawyer, and his name is Daniel Martinez, and he's awesome. Really great guy. He's got a lot of good energy. They put out the first issue. They're getting the second issue hammered out already. In fact, if you're a fighter and you want to be featured in their book, you can actually reach out to them and they'll have you in their book. This is just some really good stuff here. I love this. No Contest #1 has Onrie's seal of approval. Don't be a Dick Sprang and miss out on that one. And Dick Sprang is going to call me up and he's like, all right, I saw your little piece on me tonight, and I just want to let you know you can go F yourself. Still freezing? All right, well, here's what's going to happen then. I'm going to have to turn off the Wi-Fi here, so give me just a second, and then that could... Please work. There we go. Please enjoy Onrie's arm. My third arm. My Dick Sprang. I Dick Spranged back into action just now. Wow. I didn't think Dak would be giving us this one. Cancel again. All right. Get back to selling us comics. Quit showing us your dick. All right. We got your Dick Sprang. I got Miles Morales, Spider-Man, the amazing Mary Jane variant over here. He's stealing her fries, and Miles Morales is like, "Those them fries are fall, free, but this book isn't." No, it's not. This book's gonna go for just $10 today. We have Miles Morales, Spider-Man #11. This is the amazing Mary Jane variant, and he's eating her fries, and she's totally cool with it. Next book we got here is the 4th printing of Amazing Spider-Man 583. I've learned how to hold this book, finally. This is the first time we're seeing ex-presidente Barack Obama on the cover of a Spider-Man book. 4th printing, I'm charging $10 on this today. Man, I thought I figured out how to hold this book. supposed to be held up here. All right, $10. It's like disrespectful. You know, he's the president of this wonderful country. Don't be disrespectful. Even if you can't agree, don't be disrespectful. Don't be a pendejo! All right, we got Civil War 2. Previews exclusive from San Diego Comic-Con 2016, which was directly after the year 2015. And we got this bad boy. I just got to move this. I had this priced at $10 because there's a little sticker on the bottom that says $10. I'm doing it for $5 right now. I just don't have. Yeah, $5. It's yours. And then finally, we got Wonder Woman number 51 going for just $5. This is an Archer variant. Wonder Woman 51. It's a beautiful, beautiful Archer variant. And then up here, we got a triple pack here. This is awesome. Let me show you guys what's up here. I have the entire run of the Adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix, 1 through 4, all of them, going for just $10. And then I got the Amazing X-Men, number 1 through 4. That's going for $10. And finally, I have Weapon X, number 1 through 4. These two books are Age of Apocalypse tie-ins. This one is not. It's its own thing. But the Age of Apocalypse tie-ins are awesome. I read Weapon X on recommendation of 2 people. The first being Chuck Pino, my Warline and Yusufshin editor, as well as Pete Hurst over at North Shore Comics. So I never got into the Age of Apocalypse stuff. So this was actually the first series I ever read with Age of Apocalypse. But I know enough about the characters to get the general idea of what's going on. This was written by Larry Hama and illustrated by Adam Kubert. The art in here is, it's Adam Kubert. It's a Kubert. Are you seriously going to question that? I mean, you got a legend working on this already. And he's truly one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life. He actually came up to me at a convention once and bought Yusufshin for me. That was like the moment I was like, oh, whoa. Sir, that'll be $30 as opposed to the $25 I normally charge people because you're rich and famous. And he was just like, I'll give you $25. Thanks. And just walked off. And I got owned by Adam Kubert. That's my Adam Kubert story. But anyway, Weapon X. So this takes place in an alternate universe where basically Wolverine loses his hand because like Cyclops blows off his hand, but he takes one of Cyclops' eye. And so it's a different universe. A lot's like different here in the sense that everything in history plays out differently because of one event that occurred, which was, I think, the death of Professor X. I didn't see it. It doesn't get explained in here. It may be glossed over, but you need to be following what's going on in the series to really know what's going on for the whole picture. But here's the premise. Wolverine and Jean Grey, they're a thing now. And they're fighting in this small resistance to try and stop Apocalypse, who is this tyrant who just can't be stopped. He's like worse than Darth Vader. He's like taken over Earth, and now mutants are basically ruling the planet, and humans are just a byproduct, and it's really insane. So in a lot of ways, it's kind of like a version of Magneto's future that kind of plays out, and he doesn't really show up in here, but there's some really strong emotional moments in this book. It's really, really good. There's some scenes that I'll never forget, not just about how they're written, but about how they're laid out. And if I showed them to you, actually, this is not ruining anything. I'll show it to you guys right now. Beginning of the 4th issue is just so badass. So like there's like a VR program, and Wolverine shows this guy one of his memories, and it's of this girl who like died, and he's like, the text and a digital map of her diary, and you want to say that you're trying to do what's good, well, you're not taking any consideration of like other people whose lives are getting lost as a result of the war that we're waging. And it's just such a strong layout. I just look at that panel where he shoves the diary in the guy's mouth, like the exaggeration of that. It's like you can't unsee that. It's exaggerated on purpose. It's almost like got this like Eisner-esque feel to it. It's really good stuff, and I've always really enjoyed Adam Kuber's X-Men stuff, and he's actually the first X-Men artist I was ever introduced to, because Ultimate X-Men was the first X-Men book I ever read. But anyway, here's my deal on this. If I could get rid of this X-Men bundle set up here, each of those sets are going for $10 a pop, so that's 10, 20, and 30. How about if you get them all three for me right now, $25. They're all yours, and you get a spin on that wheel. No Chucks allowed. God, that Chuck guy sounds like a jerk. Everybody's calling him a jerk. But while we got jerks going on around here, it's about that time we take that commercial break. So we will be back in just a second. When we come back, I'm going to start busting out the $2 books. I will see you guys in a minute.
Why was Princess Zelda sad after watching a bunch of YouTube videos? She couldn't find the link in the description. We'll stop if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's super easy. Click subscribe and click the bell when you do. And thanks for supporting the EXP.
Comic Collectibles is a pretty straightforward show. You got Rex here, he sells the comics, and you got Rockin' Robbie, he knows about the comics. And finally, John, well, no one really knows what John does. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a great guy, but he just keeps showing up. Come to think of it, I don't even really know how he gets in here. Anyway, awesome comics, rare books, rarer signatures, slabbed books, and amazing cover sketches by Ken Hazer and others. Simple formula, you want the comics, you buy the comics. To sum up, Rex sells the comics, Robbie knows the comics, and John, who might possibly be a ghost. I mean, seriously, has anyone ever seen him show up or leave? Comic Collectibles with Rex and John, Mondays from 6 to 8 Eastern on The Experience. Comic Culture and Sales.
Go follow The Experience on TikTok at @the_EXP1 or scan the QR code on the screen. Our TikTok is like everywhere else we are, except you only have to deal with us for a minute. Seems like a win-win to me.
Hello, my name is Afrim Jambalai, writer and creator of The Legend of the Night Owl. You are watching The Experience. For years,
Welcome back, everybody. So Travis Gibb asked if we sold that Venom yet. The Venom books are FOMO books. We got $5 FOMO books tonight. They will go up for sale in a little bit. But we're going to start off with some $2 comics right now. And the key tonight is to turn and burn. The more of these like $2 comics you can move, the better. And this is all part of our new collection here, which is already a third of the way paid off after just one live stream sale. So if we could have a good show tonight where I rip through, and I haven't even busted out the expensive stuff yet. That's what's so cool about it. It's these $2 comics. That's what's really allowing me to kind of keep things moving. Comics sell best when they're sold at the best price, right? Cheapest. Comics move when they're cheap. All right, so we're going to bust out some books right now. These are all $2 comics. Once we build a rack out, we'll probably do them at $20 tonight. So $20, you can buy the full rack of books. And then we'll do a deal. If you buy the 2 racks, I'll do them at $35 tonight. You get a big stack of comics. Again, you spend $50 with me. I will take care of you on shipping. I got you covered. So the next, first book we got for tonight is Tech Jacket, number 2. That's going to go for just $2. And by the way, I'm going to be doing a show with Jen King on Friday on my channel. We just spoke this week, and she was suggesting on CBSN that we should do a crossover show. And I called her up immediately after, and I said, name a time. And she's like, well, when do you want to do it? And I said, well, why don't you come on my channel? You brought me on CBSN. You allowed me to get my start here. Why don't you come on my channel and let's have some fun. So we're very honored to have Jen King come on and do a sales show with us on Friday. I'm expecting a real big show. If we can move through everything that I have here, I'm already going to have to go out and stock up on some books. So I might stop by at Pete's tomorrow and just grab as many dollar books as I can get so that we can be really ready for Friday's show. I want a reason to stock up tonight. Please give me a reason to stock up. There's nothing I love more than going and visiting comic shops, buying books off their shelves, seeing their stores flourish, and all that other stuff. I'm all about buying and selling. You can't be selling comics unless you're buying comics. First, next book we got here, this is book number 2. We got Legends of the Dark Knight, number 33, going for just $2. $2 on that. Well, these books are in good condition too, guys. I have Superman 659. That's going to go for $2. D-Mart. What's D-Mart? Oh, Daniel Martinez is in the house. All right, awesome. My man. D-Mart. D. Martinez. Should have guessed that. All right. Onrie's a little slow tonight. All right. So we got Marvel Fanfare number 48. This is actually a $10 book. I was supposed to list this up on eBay. I put it off to the side. It got mixed back in here. I was originally intending to sell it for $2. I'll do it again. And we got Marvel Fanfare 49 going for $2. You want a rack? Give me a rack. My man. Are we calling the whole rack already? All right. Next book we got here is X-Force 30, going for $2. And guys, we got another unique opportunity here. This is just by chance, but I decided to take the copies. I'm down to so few copies of No Contest number 1. I have 3 copies of the B cover left at $5, and I have 2 copies of the A cover left at $5 as well. If anybody is interested, we got both the creators in the room right now hanging out with us. This is an excellent opportunity. No Contest is first sleeper independent comic hit for 2023 for Kickin' It. I absolutely love this book, and picking it up and reading it, I enjoyed the heck out of it. So if you guys have any questions about it, or you wanna see it some more, let me know. I'll pull it up. We got the creators here just hanging out with us. X-Force 30 has been called. Got lots of X-Force tonight for you, JD. I got you X-Force right here. So starting in 2023, I really want to do things the right way. And JD is always calling stuff on the show, which means that, he's also not only being the producer on the show, but he's allowing me to kind of stay in business and everything. So anytime JD hits $25, here's what I'm offering. I'm offering JD to give off his spin to his spin was given off to someone else before, and it was just considered a single spin. Now he inherits whatever the person he passes it on to is. So it's called JD's Blessing, because he kind of comes in as like the voice of God. And we love you, JD. Yeah, just wait for that second ball to drop. It should happen any day now. Your voice will get deeper, and then you'll notice you'll have hairs on your chest. Chairs on your chest.
I usually have to pay like extra $50 for that.
My dick just sprang hearing that. I'm going to hey, we got Green Lantern number 32. This is the tough ladies up variant here. I'm trying to show a comic here. I got one more comic to sell before you can me. All right, we got Green Lantern number 32. I got Green Lantern Corps number 32, and I have Flash number 32. This is something that DC did in 1 month when all the books were at issue 32. They did this whole line of like tough lady variants. So I got these 3 going for $6 tonight. Rumor has they go for much more money online, but I honestly don't have time for that. I'd rather spend the quicker I sell this stuff, because I'm into it for nothing, the quicker I can go out and actually buy comics that I really kind of see the value in. And that's really what I like doing. And that also is part of the fun. It's like when you're going through that dollar bin and you find that $50 book. And you know you can sell it for $50, but it'd be just much more fun to let somebody else have in on it. Now, I don't know if any of these books are $50, but I guarantee you can at least get $5 a pop on those on those Tough Lady variants. Oh yeah, I'll give you that, X-Force. All right, next book we got here. Again, another book that's probably, in the $5 to $10 category here. We got Fantastic Four 227 going for just $2. I should price this. It's a $2 book. But early Fantastic Four, hey, these could go up in value pretty soon. Death-Defying Devil Man. This is a free comic book day going for $2. Star Rangers #1, $2 on that. I have Green Gray Sponge Suit Sushi Turtles, the parody. Keen Teen and Turnip Green. I wonder how much this book costs. In fact, let's just look it up for XXX Force. Yeah, naughty man, JD. Very naughty. All right, I'm looking this up real quick on eBay. We got Green Gray Sponge Suit Sushi Turtles. I promise you guys, no matter what, I'm going to sell this book tonight for $2 because it's actually going for about $5 right now. That's as soon as I popped up on eBay, this was a $5 book all day. So you're still getting that at $2. It's still a deal. Still a deal. I got part 5 of 9 of Glory. Hubba hubba! This is going to go for $2. I got Hellbreak #1. Hellbreak #1 is going to go for just $2. That was cool. That's a cool front cover. And it's by Gorilla, man. Guerrilla Warfare. Hellbreak #1 from Oni Press going for $2. The Bunker #2 from Oni Press, and #3 are going to go for just $4. $4 on the set. Next book we got here is War Machine #2. War Machine #2 is going to go for $2. And then I got a really cool set of indie books here. I have John Amon, The Amazing Man #2, which is normally a $4 comic book series. We got #3, #4, #5, and #6. Now, Destiny's telling me if these books don't sell tonight, to really be smart about what we have remaining up on that rack, take that stuff down and really get it evaluated and see what I can do. Now, in this case, I know the creator who worked on this book, Barry Gregory. I'll probably see him at a convention this year because he runs Kablam, which is a comic book printing company that's based in the U.S. So say I were to hit up Barry Gregory. Sorry, Barry. Screwed that up. Said, hey, Barry, get me an issue 1 and sign all these for me. I guarantee you I could get at least cover price on all of them. And it actually looks really great and something I would read. It's got that Conan Submariner type of feel to it. I haven't read it ever, but that's a hell of a deal regardless at that level. Fantastic Four and Bunker is off to Daniel. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate you, brother. How you doing, man? How's everything going with issue 2? Travis told me you're like halfway done. I'm so excited. And let me know how I can help you guys when it comes to your Kickstarter. This is a project I really believe in, and I will absolutely contribute to the Kickstarter, just like I did with the first one. A, because Travis is just such an awesome guy, and B, because we actually, I think, you had your Kickstarter closing out right around the time I started mine. So this is just really cool. Mucho respect, brother. And I hope to end up in Florida sometime this year. I think I'm going to try and get into Tampa Bay Comic-Con. And I absolutely loved Tampa the last time I was there. I had such a blast. Such a good time. I have Dark Horse Presents number 17. This is going to go for $2. Just $2 on that. got some other cool stuff coming up here too. I have Thunderbolts #1. This looks like something that I can imagine that they would. Wow, this is a pretty interesting team here. You got Bucky, Winter Soldier. You got Forge. I think that's Forge, right? It's not Forge, it's Forster for beer. And it's A-Man at the top here, because his logo looks like an A. You don't want to see his a-hole. A-hole. $2. $2 on that. Oh, boy. I got Cowboy Sahib. This is also from Gallant Comics. These are the guys who put out the John Hammond Amazing Man. Again, #1 issue going for $2. Can't possibly go wrong with that. I got X-Men #38. X-Men #42 going for $4. This is actually The Death of Rusty Collins. It's a $5 book. I know because I priced it out myself. I know because I know. All right. I got New Teen Titans #28 going for $2. What's up, Philip Ragusa? You'll take it? Who is that, Travis? And are you calling this? Daniel, basically what you're going to do is, JD, can you help him out with the stuff? Yeah, so you register here, and then I get a generated email, which gives me all the information I need to send you an invoice. You pay the invoice, I ship the books. In fact, tomorrow's going to be a fulfillment day as well as a stocking day for me. So what we're going to do is I'm going to ship out and take care of shipping and invoicing tomorrow for all orders. The sooner you pay, the sooner I ship out. I will actually be at the warehouse tomorrow, shipping out any outstanding orders, like people who I owe stuff to. So Edward, you got a package coming your way. Keith Winningham has a package coming out to him. JD, you got one too. And so does your mom. Oh, you're calling it. Okay. All right, cool. So you're going to put it on Daniel. So I see what Travis is doing now. He's like, hey, instead of buying me drinks at the bar, how about we come hang out with Onrie and buy some comics? Travis, do us a favor. Tell us what you got going on right now, man. Like, projects wise. I know that the experience is featuring you on Talking Shop on Monday, and actually another guy that is coming on before you. He's actually a guy that who grew up right around me. He grew up in the neighboring town that I live in, and he is now releasing a book through Dark Horse called White Savior. And he's just a really funny guy. And he did his first convention in LA. I gave him some space to sell at, and he was just killing it and moving books and everything. And now he's got it picked up by Dark Horse. And so he's coming on before you, and then you're coming after to promote a new book you got coming out in stores next week called Coins of Judas. So by all means, man, you're here on the show, you're hanging out. Please promote. You're the man. And by the way, I have to tell you, I kind of pulled your leg a little bit. So Travis was doing like a live thing where he was like packaging up an AMA, kind of like what I do when I'm preparing for shows. He was doing it while sending out books for his Kickstarter pledges. Well, anyway, while he's doing this, I decided to come on there and give him a hard time. And I don't know why, he just had a hard time with the pronunciation of Yisun Shin. So I told him it was Yi Poon Shin, and he repeated it on the air. Like Poon time. Poon time! All right, we got Spider-Man. Sorry, Travis. He said, can you just put that Thunderbolts #1 back on your rack over here? Any Superman books or trades? Possibly. We'll see. Spider-Man's Get Craven #3 of 7. Cool Scarface homage cover. $2 on that. I got Black Eyed Kids #8. That's going to go for $2. Lots of cool stuff. So Granite State Punk is actually coming out through Scout, if I'm not mistaken. So you got 2 books in stores next week. I'm glad you told me that because I'm actually doing a big promo right now for you on the EXP newsletter. And I was going to have a picture of you. And although you have a very handsome face, I think it would look even better if we had the Granite State #1 cover because I have the Coins of Judas cover right there. So be on the lookout. And if you haven't subscribed yet to the experience on all of our social media platforms, please do that. We're planning something really big, huge. I know what it is. I can't tell you guys yet, but we're planning for something really huge once we hit 1,500 subscribers on the channel on YouTube. And we're getting really close to doing that. So please do that. Just like and subscribe, and then hit up all of our social media platforms. Like, share, do the whole thing. It's all this wonderful thing. And I absolutely love the fact, having been here for 2 years now, it's cool to be on a channel that's associated with such legends. And, back in November, Jen King had Frank Miller on Talking Shop, which is really cool. And she's featured other creators like Dan Jurgens and just so many legends in the comic book industry. It's really, really great. And to be associated with something of that caliber in comics is a genuine honor. So, do the whole liking and sharing thing. Holy McSkidbark, Luke McSkidbark, that is. All right, we got Walking Dead free comic book day. This is going to go for $2. I have Riverdale #4 going for $2. We got Riverdale. We got Gaijin. You will die, Gaijin. All right, #1. This could go for $2. I would like to creep up some young Gaijin. All right, I got Justice Inc., the Avenger #1. This is going to go for $2. Luke McSkidbark. David Moore in the house. We got Samaritan Veritas #1. This is going to go for $2. $2 on this. I got Regression #5. That's going to go for $2. Dude, that's awesome, man. Hey, that is so fantastic for you, by the way. David Moore, I'm so proud of you, man. So David Moore and I had a conversation over the weekend, and I enjoy catching up with my friend whenever I get a chance to do it. It doesn't happen often, but when we get on the phone, it's always a great phone call. And, just hearing about all the things that he's got going on and how far he's coming along in his career, it's a true inspiration to me to always have this positive outlook on the situation. It's really easy to kind of get bogged down by the negative. And Lord knows I've been really sucked into negative frames of mind lately because of what I'm going through personally. But it helps to have friends like you who reach out and, remind me of that hard work is what achieves results. It's not simply, showing up. It's not having the right job. It's putting in the time, and it's really showing your commitment and passion for what you're doing. And seeing that through you reminds me of why my job is so important. So thank you very much. There's an episode of South Park. If you guys watch the show, it kind of sums up what I'm really going through in life right now through Jimmy, and it's called the Talent Show. I'll find out the episode, but it's great. It's truly the most epic story of all time. I can't go into it, but there are so many parts that are fantastic. There's a point at the end of the show where Jimmy has a show off with a gangster, and the gangster's like, "What you gonna do, punk?" And Jimmy's like, "I'm going to use the weapon of comedy on you." And he starts telling him jokes and stuff. The guy's holding a gun at him, and he's got the serious look on his face. And he's like, "Ha, that's pretty good." And that gives someone else, the opportunity to go behind that guy and hit him upside the head. So, it's the reason why I'm saying that is sometimes we doubt ourselves, and sometimes Lord knows even I doubt myself. And it's good to be reminded of the influence that you have over people, even if it's Jimmy trying to show the weapon of comedy, which is so great, by the way. Anyway, weaved a little South Park into it. You're famous in Korea. You can quote South Park and not get canceled. All right. Next up, I got a lot of Valiant books. In fact, I got a whole box of them. I got Armor Hunters #1, #2, #3, and #4. This is the entire run here for Armor Hunters. $8 gets you the full run. That's a run at $8. By the way, we got a full rack now. I guarantee you these books. Well, actually, I'm not even going to tell you. But I will say, if anybody wants this rack right now, it's $20. Just call it. I take all these books; they're all yours. We're gonna finish building them out, and then we'll go from there. I have Corpse Core #2 going for $2. Deep Thoughts with Onrie. It's another episode of that. Let's watch that. I have 2 copies of Justice League 34 going for just $2. 2 copies of that at $2 a pop. I have Conan Serpent War #1. That's going to go for $2. I have Rogue One, A Star Wars Story #4. That's going to go for $2. I have The Flash #315, #316, #317, and #318. These were all $4 a piece. That's what they're priced out at. $8 is what I'm doing. Okay, man, that's awesome. Thank you so much. We got that rack. Thank you so much. We got that rack. We got that rack. I'm in. Now, I hope at this point, because I got your books packaged up already, because I weighed them. When I weighed them, it was already sealed up at that. So I can build out a bigger box, and I'm not sure how it goes. I'm not sure how shipping goes, but if I add this, then it's going to add to the shipping costs. Depending on how we see things or how you want to break this up, we'll work it out. I just want to let you know what's going on. There's maybe about this much space at the top of the box that I have your current stuff in, and I just want to make sure that we don't rack up a huge bill. And then all of a sudden, your shipping costs, as long as you understand what's going on, I just want to make sure we're transparent on that front. But I got you on the rack for sure. Just take it already, would ya? And we got another stack like this. So I have no problems opening. I have no problems opening up that box and seeing what I can add on from here if you want, because I'll take care of invoicing tomorrow. And I was actually going to ship out your stuff tomorrow if we can get squared up on that, and we can build out a new box up to you. You let me know. And it's Sean, right? I believe that's your name. I'm sorry if I remembered that I saw you on there, but you just scored some nice books though. That Marvel Fanfare. This is looking me in the face and smacking me because this alone is a $10 book. You got a nice set of books there. We'll go from Dick Sprang to Serpent War. Okay, so we just sold a rack, and we are at that break time. So we're going to take our commercial break here in just a second, and when we get back, we're going to finish building out that rack, and then I think we'll do our FOMO books. We'll be at the top of the hour. So stick around. Be right back.
Go follow the experience on TikTok at @the_EXP1 or scan the QR code on the screen. Our TikTok is like everywhere else we are, except you only have to deal with us for a minute. Seems like a win-win to me.
Did you know that across America there are over 2, maybe even 3 live stream producers who can't even afford Mountain Dew? Take Brian here. Brian has gone 2 weeks without a sip of Red Bull. If it goes on much longer, he may take a shower and get a real job. Situations like this are as tragic as they are preventable. Join the experience on YouTube and gain access to special emojis and members-only streams. For less than a cup of coffee, you can keep socially awkward hermit people working from their parents' basements where they belong. Scan the QR code on the screen to join. You'll be glad you did.
For years, I have traveled the world slinging my creator-owned comics at the biggest and hottest cons. Now I'm busting out my personal collection of comics, toys, games, and more in order to bring the fun and excitement of con life right to your screen. There's only one place to get your comics and collectibles and chat live with the greatest showman in modern comics. So bust out your keyboard and get ready to call it in! You're watching Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's get going here. We built up that first rack. Let's finish building up that second one. What I'm really happy about is, at the very least, we're going to match this stack of books here when we go to Pete's tomorrow. I have Sons of Anarchy, number 1 of 6, number 3 of 6, number 5 of 6, and number 6 of 6. I actually have another set of these Sons of Anarchy books, and that issue one's actually a $5 to $10 book, if I'm not mistaken. Tonight they're going to go for just $10 though. So $10 on the Sons of Anarchy set here. Get them all for $10. I don't got to list them. I don't got to deal with them. You got Fight Club 2, number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's going to go for $6, $6 on that. I have Dark Circle Comics Free Comic Book Day. That's going to go for $2. Stack of books out here. The next stack. Hector Stacker. I got Chew number 20, number 21, and number 27. All 3 comics going for just $6. $6 on that set. $6. All it is you see. I have Injection number 7 and number 9. $4 on this set. $4 on this set. I have the Phoenix Resurrection Genesis number 1. That's going to go for $2. And I have Psycho Bonkers number 1B. That's going to go for $2. I have Dragon Age number 5. That's going to go for $2. And Dragon Age number 6. That's going to go for $2 as well. We're going to do the set at $4. All-Star Batman number 3. All-Star Batman number 3 is going to go for $2. $2. Suicide Squad Rebirth #1. That's going to go for $2. And I have Seduction of the Gun Batman NZN 64-page special going for $2. I have Catwoman #12 and #15. This is from Jim Balance Run. 12 and 15 are going for just $4 as a set. I have The Wicked and the Divine by #5. This is going to go for $2. Suicide Squad. So I'll take Daniel. Thank you, sir. Dr. Mirage #1 from Valiant Comics. I got two different variants on this. I got the this variant, and I got the that variant. I don't know what the difference is. They both kind of look similar. One has more red background, and the other one has more of a black background. They both must have looked good, so they're like, hey, why don't we just $2 for both of them. $2 each. So that would be $4 for the set. Umi, taking the injections. Been looking for that. Oh, JD is like smacking me in the face with the claim. It's like, idiot! Moron! I got World War #1 through 4 from 52, #1, #2, #3, and #4. We are going to do all 4 of these books at $8. $8. God, nothing makes me feel better than seeing a whole rack of books move. Like when I'm starting to see the stacks of comics that we've been moving. 3,000 comics in the month of December. That just shows me growth over here because 3,000 comics, that's a lot. I'm really proud of those. Really proud of those numbers, and especially doing it for my basement. Just coming on here for, being on the air for 6 hours a week selling and being able to do that. That's really great. All right, so we have Civil War: The Confession, second printing, #1. That's going to go for $2, and I have the Civil War Initiative #1. That's going to go for $2. I have Civil War Files going for $2. I have Hero Worship #1, #2, #3, and #4, and #5, and #6. Wow, 6 books. I'll do all 6 at $12. All 6 at $12. And then I got The Darkness #11 and #12. I believe this is from the new collection. These 2 books are going to go for $4. $4. Let's see, Chris Dyskull. Oh, absolutely. You guys can come and party at my house anytime. I'm actually going to be working next week. I'm going to be painting a wall in my office. I'm getting my fulfillment center ready. So I'm basically bringing the entire operation home. The warehouse is mainly just going to be storage at that point. What that's going to do for me is it's going to allow me to get shipping and fulfillment done so much faster. We're talking like same day turnaround. We do shows, we get stuff going. The faster stuff gets, the faster we're turning and burning and sending stuff out, the quicker I'm going to have to go and restock. And, I'm getting access to some really cool collections. And, I just bought out a really good one. The faster I can pay off that collection without having to go through the stuff, because you guys haven't seen any of it yet. I'm still busy pricing it out. I haven't even had time for it yet. Basically, the FOMO books you guys are going to be seeing for the next couple weeks, probably next couple months, is going to be those books slowly cycled in and just moved in as I price them out. All right, let's get that next stack of books out, and then we're going to do FOMO after this. All right, so one thing about this collection too, by the way, it has a mazillion copies of Youngblood #1. Each one's going for $2. First issue, Youngblood, Rob Liefeld. Don't underestimate this book. This is your next Spider-Man 2099 here. Laugh today, cry tomorrow. I remember I was at San Diego Comic-Con one year, and everybody's like, "Oh, Spider-Man 2099 it's what a crap book. Oh, this book's not worth anything." That book has now jumped up in value to $30. And once that Spider-Verse movie comes out, I guarantee you it'll be at least a $75 to $100 book in good condition. $10, sir. $10. We got it. I got it. I heard you already.
You're a winner. You're a winner. You're a
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Rick Leonardi does rule. And I actually have like a couple signed copies of Spider-Man 2099 #1, but not signed by him, signed by Peter David. But I think what they're going to do with the characters are actually, from what I hear, he's going to be a villain in the next Spider-Verse movie. I think that's exciting. I think that's really cool. All right, Philip Ragusa, let me know if we want that Silver Surfer Superman at $10. I have Legends of the Dark Knight, Blades, Part 1 and 3. That's going to go for $2. That's a big book from our new collection. There's a lot of signature stuff in there too. She-Hulk #10. She-Hulk #10 is going to go for $2. All right, he's taking it. Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Ragusa. Okay. Now we're on to the we're now on to filling out one end of the rack there, and as soon as I get that, then we're moving on to FOMO. I have the Batman Adventures, the animated series, going for $5. That's going to fill up on the rack here. That's a future FOMO book here. Let's see if we can move it before it even has a chance to show up on there. A $5 book right there. All right, let's do FOMO, because I know that tonight's FOMO books have garnered huge anticipation from various individuals. The first book here we have is Venom: Knights of Vengeance, Part 1 of 4. Travis Gibb was hunting for this. He's going to call this, and we got him on the we'll see if he's going to take that. So he's got first right of refusal because he's my man. He's a great creator. We got Venom: Knights of Vengeance, Part 1 of 4. If it doesn't sell by the end of the show, or if he doesn't give us an answer within the next, I want to say 20 minutes, then it's up for grabs. I have Uncanny X-Force #1. That's going to go for $5. JD, you're not going to like this collection because it's got a lot of Deadpool in it. I'm not kidding. And that's not why I bought it either. I wasn't thinking about you at all. Batman Superman Adventures is called by Philip Ragusa. Didn't even have a chance to get to FOMO. It's gone at 5. Okay. I have Deadpool #0. This is the Wizard Edition. This is going to go for $5. I never stop thinking about you. I really don't. Next book we have here is Awesome. This is a favorite issue of mine. Wolverine #75. This is the issue after he gets the adamantium pulled out of his body, and we discovered that he actually had bone claws the whole time. That's going to go for $5. This is such a badass freaking book. I love it. Deadpool 0 gets called by Daniel. Whoa, JD, you just got, oh man, you just got smacked down, JD. Oh, he's like, but I wanted it. He's like, actually, I already had it, Onrie. Read between the lines, Onrie. All right, let's get back to work here. Yes, Wolverine 75 off to Chuck. Yeah, Chuck, I kind of had you in mind with this, but I actually have another copy of it on eBay. I absolutely love this book. And X-Men 25. So when I first started getting back into comics, I really got into Ultimate Spider-Man, right? And then I started reading Ultimate X-Men. And then I'm like, well, I got to wait a whole month or 2 weeks before the next Ultimate book comes out. So why don't I read some of these older books? And then I saw this on a key rack at one point. My first copy of this cost me like $25, and now this book's going for $5. Go figure. And I just came across another copy of it. I love that Wolverine cover though. It's like look at him. He looks so like effed up here. Oh man. Logan is honestly one of my favorite superhero films of all time. Next book we got here is The Darkness and the Incredible Hulk, another crossover book going for just $5. Philip Ragusa, this has your name all over it. I got Captain America 248. Look at how clean this copy is. Man, this book looks so good. I think it's in a Mylar or whatever, but it just looks beautiful. I hope you guys can appreciate it as much as I do just looking at it. And it's just $5. That's it. It's nothing crazy, and you're getting a really cool copy. And Captain America's fighting Dragon Man. He's fighting dragons, man. He's chasing the purple dragon in this issue. It's like people are looking up and they're like, "Oh, that super soldier seer really Dick Spranged him up." Causes his dick to spring up. I have the Infinity Crusade #1. That's going to go for just $2. No, $5. $5. I'm sorry. This is one of our FOMO books, the Infinity Crusade. This isn't just some comic. This is a foil cover. Ron Lim on this. The Infinity Crusade, I think, was put in place to make sure that the stones stay apart or something like that. I'm not really sure what this is about. I haven't read it, but it's going for just $5 tonight. Grab it. Call it as you see it. And then finally, I have Just Imagine Stan Lee's Superman. Michael Uslan wrote this with Chris Chuckry and H. Baker. And this is the Just Imagine Stan Lee's Superman, which is really cool. I really like the Batman one. The Batman one is really good, but this one's going to go for just $5. So we had 8 FOMO books. 2 of them got called, and we still got 7 of them. And these are all from the new collection. So here's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $30 for all of these. So you can call all the FOMO books at $30. If you're someone like Sean who's at $20 and you just want to add that extra bit, Sean, I can literally rip open that box and get everything over to you. But I also have to keep in mind real quick before you make that claim that that Venom Knights of Vengeance still has a placeholder on it for Travis Gibb if he's going to call that. So if anybody can reach out to him, that would be great. And just be like, hey, as there is no such thing as just some comment. Man, Chuck doesn't just edit me in comics. He edits me in real life. Chuck, you're 100% right. I agree with you. There is no such thing as just some comic. 100%, bro. No matter what happens, someone put their hard-earned time into that. Or not their hard-earned time. Someone put their time into that. Sorry, I was doing an hour of homework with my kindergartner today, so I'm pretty wiped out. Even Quasar. Yes, even Quasar. Quasar was, Greg Capullo worked on that. That's a legend in the field. He worked on that character. I mean, yeah, I think the character might be lame. No matter how lame a character is, in my opinion, that doesn't mean that good comics can't be written about that character. I can think something's lame and think it's lame and enjoy it, like if it's written well. And I don't know anything about Quasar. He looks like a wiener to me, but maybe if I read the first issue, I would still think he's a wiener, but I would like the way the book is written. So now I'm a Quasar fan, and that's fine. And then I might accidentally end up liking him. You never know. Next book we got here is the next Batman #1. This is the Future State Batman. This is going to go for normally it was going for $8. I'm doing this today for just $5. So $5. And I've sold a ton of these books. I had a ton of these, and they all sold. The next Batman. So this basically takes place in the future state universe. And at this point, it's Lucius Fox's son who takes over the mantle of Batman after Bruce Wayne is no longer able to do it. And, you know, he's a very different Batman. And it's not Batman Beyond. It's, you know, it's a very different take on the character. Hashtag not that bad. Buy this rack for $20. Someone called that rack for $20. Let's get rid of it. Let's keep moving here. All right. Now, there we go. We're getting into the meat. This is all new stuff now. I got Batman Detective Comics number 953. Check out that really cool cover. Got Batgirl and Batwoman on the cover. It's Batgirl and Batwoman, you freaking moron. She like comes back to life and then she just goes back and dies again. And it's like, oh no, wait, she's just stabbed. They stabbed her through the boob. Now, who stabbed someone through the boob? That's not a place where you stab someone. You can never grope them again. You can't dick spring them anymore. You know what I mean? It's really just not fair. Detective Comics 953. Find out how deep the sword goes into the boob. $2. Boobs! All right, next book we got here is Walking Dead 188 and 189. The pair is going for $4. The pair at $4. Walking Dead 188 and 189. Occupy Avengers number 2, $2. $2 on that. I got Alpha Flight number 23, number 29. The pair, $4. That's another series I'm going to study this year. John Byrne, I'm such a fan of his. So on Friday's show, I'm going to be busting out some Namor books, which are going to be really awesome. And yeah, it's going to be really cool. Me and Jen King are going to kick it back and forth. And basically, we're going to kick back every four slots. So she's going to pitch 4 books, kick it over to me, and then I'm going to do 4 books and kick it back to her. We keep the energy going. And we both have an agreement with each other that we're going to go for a turn and burn strategy. So I think Jen's going to have some really awesome deals on comics. I know I'm going to be on the lookout. I might be calling some stuff on the air too, but I'm going to be calling as a fan, not as someone who's going to resell those books. So fan first, meaning I will buy the books because I do intend to sell them, but I will sell them at the price that I buy them at because I intend to read them. These books right here, I'm probably never going to get to read, at least not right now. But one series that I hope I can come across at some point is Alpha Flight 1 through, like, I think it's 25 or whatever. But I have a lot of those books right now. I'm selling them for like super cheap, and then I'm going to be like, why did I do that? Anyway, we got Marvel Saga 8 going for $2. Wait, what are you claiming? What are we claiming? Stab targets in Alabama. You got a lot of Berserker books. Yeah, Berserk books are awesome. I have the first graphic novel. All right, this next book is going to be, someone's got to claim this book. This is going to go so fast. When I found this, I was like, holy crap. I have Marvel Comics Presents Weapon X number 73 done by Barry Windsor Smith. In great condition, this is like a $10 book. It's pretty beat up in the corners here, making this an excellent reader copy. It's got some other stories here featuring the Submariner, and I'm a big Submariner fan now. And I'm actually almost done reading John Byrne's Submariner run, which is going to go for sale on Friday, and I can't wait to talk to you guys about it because, man, John Byrne's awesome. I love his writing art combo has just been awesome on that book. But anyway, Weapon X, this is actually done by Barry Windsor Smith. This is the second chapter of it. The first chapter is like a $30 book already. The whole set's like going for like $80. But anyway, grab this for just $2. That's gotta move. New Warriors number 2, $2. That's cool. Really? So John Byrne did up to issue 28. Huh. That's a lot of books, you know. Thinking about that, like that's like 28 straight straight books in a series. That's a lot of work. Mark Hazard, Merc, number 4. That's gonna go for $2. No, I don't have any Neo series books. I do have some anime. If you bear with me, let me actually see if I got it. It might be in this stack here or somewhere else. Let's see here. Might be in the stack that I got something. I'm picking through it real quick. Hold on. Here's something I got. The Guyver, number 6, number 9, and number 10. I mean, this is manga. So if you're looking for manga, I got something here. There might be some more in this stack that I'm about to show. I got that one for $6 if you want it. And welcome to the show, by the way. I'm gonna Potetmos. The theme song just flared up. Potetmos. Okay, cool. I have Nova Unchained number 15 going for $2. Human Fly number 4 is $2. I got Daredevil, The Man Without Fear number 315 at $2. All right, this next stack, oh my God. Early Iron Mans. I got issue 201, $2. 203, $2. 204, $2. Get them all at $6. Get them all at $6. Let's just move these. Let's sell this stuff. Let's get rid of it. I don't want it anymore. It's taking up too much space. It's got to move. The more I sell, the more I can go out and buy tomorrow. Get ready for our Friday show. I got the Mighty Thor, number 12. That's going to go for $2. Fantastic Four, 59. That's going to go for $2. All right, next up, we got a Spider-Man run. Okay, Youngbloods off to Philip Ragusa. I'm going to make every one of those Youngbloods work for me. They all going to work. Work it. Thank you, Philip. Yes, thank you, JD. All right, so the next set we got here is a Spider-Man run. I have the Amazing Spider-Man Learning to Crawl 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, and 1.5. We're missing 1.1, but who knows? Maybe I'll find it somewhere. But get the rest of it, the whole run, for $8. And we'll do one more Spidey. Amazing Spider-Man 6 going for just $2. All right, so we got a double whammy. We got pretty much a double rack here, okay? I'm actually going to add 2 more books here just to make this more fun for us. I got Miss Marvel number 22, 25, 27, 31. That's $8 together as a set, right? And then I got Detective Comics 637 going for $2. Dave Moore, you got a deal. $15, and I'll throw in a Youngblood for you too. I was going to offer a deal on the whole rack, but here's what I'll do. You want all these books right now? I'll do them for $10. Holy crap, $10. You get all those books, $10. Everything on the rack at $10, except for the FOMO books. The FOMO books are the only books that are going to stay up. But $10, you get all those books right now. We'll clear off the double rack. Let's move them. Let's get rid of some comics. Let's sell some so I can go out and buy more. Buy David, boy! I added plus Youngblood. All right, $10 off the JD. There you go, JD. $10, sir. Thank you so much. JD, you are at $16. David Moore, you're at $15. Philip Ragusa, you're at $17. Sean, you're at $20. Daniel, you're at $6, $8, $10, $15. And Chuck, you're at $9. Let's see if we can get someone to at least spin the wheel. But guys, keep in mind, you hit $50 with me. If you hit $50 with me, you get free shipping on your order. I will take care of you. You guys want to see a deal on the bottom row of books? Let's see if we can calculate something here. If you just want the bottom row of books. And let's not forget, we got the entire Weapon X run from Age of Apocalypse, number 1 through 4, going for just $10. I got Adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix, number 1 through 4, going for just $10 again. And then I have the Amazing X-Men, number 1 through 4. Going for just $10. You want that whole bundle set, all three of those sets there. It's $30. I'll actually knock it down to $25. That'll already get you that free shipping, and you get these 3 awesome runs at an insanely low price. All right, now as far as the bottom row of books goes, let's see what we can do on the bottom here. So we got that. 5, 30. 10 plus 10 plus 5 plus 5 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. So 120 would be the price of all the books on the bottom row here. That is if we calculated everything together at 120. How about we just make it a flat $100 to get the bottom row of books. $100 for the bottom row of books. We move this stuff, we turn, we burn. I go out, I go buy more stuff. You guys, let me know what you're thinking. Yeah, I know she does. And I have no doubt that Miss Jen's going to claim stuff for me too. Yes, sir. Mr. Ragusa, I don't have any trades, but I do have this. I was going to showcase it tonight, but I don't know what the heck. Maybe I'll just show it off right now. I got this Conan the Barbarian Marvel Treasury Edition number 4 that's going for $10 tonight. This looks really cool. It's one of these big deluxe books here. And then I got Prince Valiant, Carrick the Terrible, Volume 44. That's going to go for $15. Those aren't graphic novels. Those are just big books, but I was going to put them up on the rack earlier and do some stuff. But right now we're going to keep building out a new rack here. I'll actually put these on this side. Remember, we got the FOMO books going at $30. Someone was already interested in that Venom, Travis Gibb. So if he's not calling it, it's now up for grabs, I guess. Anybody who wants that Venom can take it. All right. Actually, we should be taking a break, I believe, right, Kyle? Or Guy, who helps me out every week, JD. So we're going to take a commercial break. When we get back, we'll build out this rack right over here, and we'll keep the fun going. I'll see you guys in just a minute.
Did you know that every experience show, including some exclusive content, streams on Twitch? Check it out, twitch.tv/the_EXP. Or just scan that QR code.
Comic Collectibles is here for you every Wednesday with AR Comics for two very important reasons. To sell you rare, one-of-a-kind comics that you'll love, and to confuse AR with old man talk. You see, Rex and John are, how should I put this, ancient as the roots of the mountains. So every week, Rex and John fill in AR in yet another area of pop culture that he missed because he's too young, just didn't have the time, or just really doesn't care about. It's a real public service they provide. Come buy some super rare and unique comics, while old men explain long-dead sci-fi shows to a younger man making that confused puppy face. Every Wednesday from 6 to 8 Eastern with Rex, John, and AR Comics. Comic Collectibles on The Experience. Comic culture and sales.
Who would win, Batman or Superman? It's the age-old debate, except it's so much more complicated than that. Nerd Killer Warfare every week on The Experience is your chance to debate other nerds in the questions we've all been asking for years, except we take those debates and turn them up to 11. Go to bit.ly/EXP casting or scan the QR code to be part of the show.
For years, I have traveled the world slinging my creator-owned comics at the biggest and hottest cons. Now I'm busting out my personal collection of comics, toys, games, and more in order to bring the fun and excitement of con life right to your screen. There's only one place to get your comics and collectibles and chat live with the greatest showman in modern comics. So bust out your keyboard and get ready to call it in! You're watching Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show.
All right, guys, welcome back. Let's start building out that new rack. Foxman. Who's Foxman? Oh, because he's got an X on his face. I don't know. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. All right. Anyway, I got Superman 77. I was on too much cocaine, man. I wasn't paying attention. All right. I got the DC Who's Who, March 85 going for $2. May 85 going for $2. June 85, $2 on that. October 85, $2 on that. And December 85, $2. And June 86, $2. We're looking at the entire set. 6 comics at $12. 6 comics at $12. Canceled? Why am I canceled? What did I say? I must have done something again. Batman: Death of Innocence, the horror of landmines. If Chuck says I'm canceled, I'm canceled. $2 on this. You're canceled, bro. Yeah, it's been go home. You're drunk, Henry. That's Chuck. That's the kind of friend Chuck is. It's like when you go too far, he'll be like, "All right, Henry, you're drunk. It's time to go home." Yeah, Chuck, makes sense, damn it. All right. Batman and Catwoman, Trail of the Gun. This is going to go for $2. Done by Ann Nesenti and Ethan Van Schreiber. $2 on that. I have Batman Mosaic, 565. That's going to go for $2. I have 581. That's going to go for $2, and 582. That's going to go for $2. I will do the set at 6. I have hard cases, number 1 of 5 and number 2 of 5. That's going to go for $4 today. Yes. Cyber Frogman. Yeah, that's Ethan Van Schreiber. All right, next up, I got a really cool set of Thunderbolts books. Thunderbolts number 122, number 123, and number 124. We're selling this set off for $6. $6 on that set. All right, now we're on to the new stuff. Now we're ripping and riding into the new stuff. Plastic Man number 2 is $2. Black Panther and the Crew number 1 is $2. Punisher number 3 from Brecky Cloonan's run and number 6 are going for $2 a pop. $4 on that set. I have Hawkworld number 11 and number 12. This is going to go for $4. $4 on the set. Yeah, that's funny, JD. All right, got it. All right, next up, I got a really solid Judge Dredd set here. Oh, man, this is going to find a home. Judge Dredd number 54. 55. Look at these covers, man. All Brian Bolland. Number 56. Number 57. Number 58. This is so badass. Number 59. Number 61. And number 63. These are awesome. I love Judge Dredd. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8 comics. I'll do them all at $15 right now. The whole set at $15 as opposed to $16. $15 for all these Judge Dredd books. $15 on that. Red Sonja and Claw, number 3 of 4. Going to go for $2 today. $2 on that. Weapon X is called by Chuck. Joe, what's up, man? Good to see you. Are we calling that Weapon X? Or is there another Weapon X that was up there? No, we call that Weapon X. $10. Thank you, Chuck. You're at 19 now, my friend. All right. Now, we'll probably take this Conan the Barbarian giant size and just put that there. That's probably going to be where it was going to go anyway for Friday's show. And we'll kind of keep moving here. I have Punisher Warzone number 4. That's going to go for $2. And for my Superman fans, I have a lot of Brian Azzarello's run here with Jim Lee. This is a nice set here. Superman 210, number 212, number 213, number 214, and number 215. I have the entire set of books here going for $10. $10 on this whole set. Superman. I have Incredible Hulk 373 going for $2. Fantastic Four 286 is the return of Jean Grey going for $2. Spider-Man's Tangled Web. I got issue 12, issue 14, and issue 22, all going for just $6. $6 on the set. And Web Spinners Tales of Spider-Man number 5 is going to go for $2. This is a hell of a rack right here. That is a hell of a rack. Oh, I got some stuff coming. Oh my God. There is fire coming your way, guys. This is such badass stuff. All right, I got Mr. Miracle number 2, number 5, number 15, and number 21, all going for $2 a pop. So we got the Mr. Miracle set going at $8 right here. And then this right here, my God. Uncanny X-Men 286 for $2. 287, $2 on that. 288, $2 on that. 289, $2 on that. 290, look at that Storm cover, $2 on that. 291, $2. Grab them all. It's 1, 2, 3, 6 comics at $12. All right, Superman set. What Superman set? I don't know what Superman set we're talking about.
If you look on the rack there, like right smack in the middle, there's a comic that says Superman on the front.
Are you talking about this one?
Nope. Right there in the middle. Next to Punisher Warzone and Fantastic Four.
Superman set. Doy. Oh, man. Thank you, JD. I appreciate it. So that's $10. And Philip, yes, that gets you a spin on the wheel. You were at $27, sir. All right, let's do that. Let's air the video if we can.
It's time to spin the wheel of Skid Bar.
Philip, producer, we're spinning for you, sir. You get a free Marvel comic, Mr. Ragusa.
You're a winner.
That'll be included with your order.
Also, Chuck called another Webnex. Did we miss one?
No, I got him on the other one. I wonder which one we're looking at here. There's something that we're missing. God, I'm slow. Tonight I'm off. I'm sorry. All right, next book we got here is Spider Girl 95. $2 on that. Just $2 on Spider Girl number 95. We got the Score Piranha Press book 2 and book 3. This is by Gerard Jones and Mark Badger. $4 on that. What were the 2 mags that you were interested in, Joe Ball? Yeah, good night, dude. Thank you. Was it Naively Comics Presents 72? Are you talking about the Conan Treasury edition? Or are you talking about this? That's going to go for $10 tonight. Unless we have some other Marvel Comics Presents book. Do you know what he's talking about, JD? Valiant and Conan. Okay, so the Valiant is going to go for 15. The Conan is going to go for 10. Do I have any more Conan in stock right now? I do not believe I do here at home, but I will be buying tomorrow for sure, given how much we've just sold today. So I will definitely restock, and we'll see about getting you some of that. But if you want to do this as a set right now, I'll do them at 25 for you. Just to move it. Naively Comics Presents number 72. There's something else. Maybe we missed that. Or misunderstood. All right. Anyway, the next book we got here is Thundercats number 205. That's going to go for $2. Thundercats Hammer Hand's Revenge. And then I have Instructions for Making a Proper Offering to Forgotten Gods from Happy Tank issue 2. That's going to go for $2. From Behemoth. All right, the X-Men runs off to JD. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at 12. JD, you are at spin level now. So you get to call a spin for somebody, and then you get the ramifications of their spin. So you let me know. Thank you, Joe. Come back later.
How about we spin for Rappenstein?
All right, let's do it. Are we doing the video again? Yes, no, maybe so.
It's time to spin the wheel of Skid Bar.
All right, let's spin that wheel. We got a $2 comic for you, JD and Werpenstein. You guys both get to call a $2 comic from the rack. The next $2 comic you call is on the house. For you and Sean. Sean, you get a $2 comic. A free $2 comic call. Let's see if any of you goons will be ready to grab the goon. I don't even know which issue this is, but it is Goon number 7, $2. Okay, I'll take the Fantastic Four as well then. Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four. Where's the Fantastic Four? Where's the blatant Fantastic Four?
You're pointing literally right at it.
I'm pointing.
Judge Dredd. Mr. Miracle, right in between.
Oh my God. Why am I not seeing this?
So it's on the rightmost of the rack, right in the middle.
Sorry. All right, JD called his $2 comic. All right, we got one more slot to fill. We got Fantastic Four 263 now, going for $2. This looks like a reprint though, or something. I don't know. 263. Rack's gonna go now for $20. If anybody wants it, rack at 20. Rack at 20. Putting the rack at 20. All right, it's 10:43. We're gonna take our final commercial break, and when we get back, we're gonna sling some books, and then we're gonna call it a night. So we will be back in just a minute, and we're going to fill out the rest of this rack right here.
Why was Princess Zelda sad after watching a bunch of YouTube videos? She couldn't find a link in the description. We'll stop if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's super easy. Click subscribe and click the bell when you do, and thanks for supporting the EXP.
You just finished the last episode of your favorite news show, and you just have to talk about it. But all your friends are ghosting you because of that incident last week at the buffet. Oh, you know the one. What you did to that chowder. Ugh. Keeps me up at night. So what do? Join writer Dan Wickline as he breaks down all your favorite pop culture media. Whether it's a review of the latest nerdy TV show or a dive back into the history of your favorite comic characters, Dan's ready to discuss all the hottest topics live. Join the conversation as Dan live streams Tuesday through Thursday at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. The Dan Wickline Show on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales. Imagine being at a convention and going to an interview panel that's just for you. No bustling crowds, no hours-long lines, just you, the moderator, and your favorite comic book creators. Well, this is pretty much that. Miss Jen sits down every week with 2 comic book creators for a live stream interview about their latest work, and you can ask them whatever you want. It's Talking Shop, Mondays at 5 Eastern on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
Hello, my name is Julio Anta. I am the writer of Home from Image Comics. You can pick it up anywhere books are sold. It's a 5-issue series, and you're watching me on The Experience.
For years, I have traveled the world slinging my creator-owned comics at the biggest and hottest cons. Now I'm busting out my personal collection of comics, toys, games, and more in order to bring the fun and excitement of con life right to your screen. There's only one place to get your comics and collectibles and chat live with the greatest showman in modern comics. So bust out your keyboard and get ready to call it in. You're watching Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show.
They need names on the covers of the comics because I've been messing it up the whole time. All right, we moved through a lot of stuff tonight, guys. Like, I'm just over the moon. Thank you so much for shopping with me. We moved through consistently as of the point when I moved the studio down here. I thought to myself, there's never going to be a point when I'm not working and I look over here and I'm not happy with the results of what I did, because I know that no matter what happens, when I get out here, I'm going to do the best I can to move as many comics as I can and to give you guys the best prices so I can walk away at the end of the day and say, hey, and all else fails, I sold a big stack of comics today, and this is not even half of what was sold tonight. So this is absolutely fantastic. I want to see this grow, and I expect that we're going to see this grow tremendously in 2023, meaning that we're going to have a lot more people in the room. We're going to be having a lot more calls, and I'm going to be doing a lot more shopping, which I'm really excited about. I got Batman Riddler from Gerard Jones and Mark Badger. This is going to go for $2. I'm going to fill out that last rack. This one right here is going for 20. Called the right rack at 20. Got that whole Judge Dredd rack stack. I got the Mr. Miracle stuff there. Red Sonja and Claw, the Incredible Hulk 373, all at 20. The Batman Catwoman. I got Green Arrow, the Wonder Year, number 1 of 3. Actually, no, this is number 4. So this is number 1. This is number 2. And then I got number 3. And finally, I have number 4. If you grab the whole set, it's $8 for the Green Arrows. I got Extermination number 1. That's going to go for $2. Marvel Action Hour number 3 for Iron Man, going for $2. In the Hands of Ultimo. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 1. I bought this book at cover price, and I'm now selling it for $2. I was hoping it'd go up in value. It didn't. I got World's Finest number 1. That's going to go for $2. I have Justice Society of America number 5. That's going to go for $2. And number 6 is $2. And number 8 is $2. And this was written by one of my mentors, Glenn Straczewski. You can get all 3 of these books at $6. All 3 at $6. All 3 at $6. I got Avengers number 25, number 26 from Jonathan Hickman's run, number 27, number 28. We are going to do this entire set at $8. $8 on that set. They do, and they're pretty cool. I mean, I've never really read them, but these Wonder Year books, look, they have some really cool covers. Get them all at $8. X-Men Classic number 70, number 71, number 72, number 73, and number 74. We got all the books going at $10. $10 for the set of X-Men Classic. Got Ultimate Spider-Man number 79. This is the Warriors arc, number 2, number 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, and part 7. 7 comics at $14. $14. This is an incredible set. And Ultimate Spider-Man has been a big seller lately on this show. We've been selling a lot of Ultimate Spider-Man. That book, that's a perfect $2 book all day long, and it's such good stuff. My God, I love Ultimate Spider-Man. I have so much of it too. So every time we see a set sell, I'm going to go and here's what I always do. If I have a really good show like I had tonight, I always try and match it. So what I'll do is I'll stock up from the warehouse halfway, and then I'll go to the comic shop and stock up the rest of the way. If I sell 2 short boxes, then 1 short box gets full of stuff from the warehouse. The other short box gets filled up with stuff I get from Pete. So we got a couple slots left here. I'm going to put the Prince Valiant away just so we can fill out that bottom rack unless somebody wants it at $15. I'll make as much room for this stuff as I can right now. Oh God, such good stuff here. These are the books that I have left to pitch tonight. We don't have much time, but all right, we got Dead Man Logan number 4 of 12. This is going to go for $2 for Dead Man Logan. I got the X Factor Special Prisoner of Love going for $2. Normally a $5 book. I priced that out. Inhumans, The Untold Saga number 1 is $2. Gen 13 number 7 is $2. We got the All New Exiles number 1 going for $2. Cage number 1 is $2. Ultimate X-Men number 77 is $2. Master Kung Fu 126, a one-shot story, going for $2. And here's the deal. I will do everything minus the FOMO books at $40 right now. If you want all the FOMO books included, I'll do everything at $50, so keep it free shipping on your order. Unless you're out of the country. Then I have to charge you on shipping. But $40 on everything that we have here. You're getting a large stack of books here. We got these Ultimate Spider-Man books here. And you know what? Actually, we are coming to the final part of the show here. So I am going to leave this up here for a minute. But then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take off some books so that I can go through the rest of this and build up the rack. Maybe sell through everything. We'll see. But if I had to take some books off the rack tonight and put them up on eBay, I'm going to take those books off right now. That's going to include all our FOMO books, which I'll show again in a minute. Give you guys a chance, one last chance to call this stuff. And then the rest of it is probably going to go somewhere like on eBay. Or, I don't know, somewhere else. Maybe it'll go my daughter did. Okay, and yeah, I think that's it. All right, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 1. Maybe there's still something to be said about this book. Right now, it's going for $2 on this show, but it's normally a $4 book. See what I'm going to do with it. Infinity Crusade number 1, $5 on this. This is part of our $5 FOMO. Just Imagine Stan Lee's Superman. That's going to go for $5. We have Venom Knights of Vengeance, part 1 of 4. Had someone on the line for this. Let's see if they'll take it. I have Uncanny X-Force number 1. That's going to go for $5. I have Darkness Hulk number 1. That's going to go for $5. I have Captain America 248. That is $5. Hulk number 373. That's going to go for $2. And I have Batman and Catwoman Trail of the Gun going for $2. Both of these books right here are, we're going to see what I'm going to do with them. Who knows, you might see them again. You call them right now, they're at the prices I marked them at. I have Batman number 20 going for $2. I have Uncanny X-Men, She's Insane, number 397 going for $2. I have The Belly of the Beast, part 2, going for $2. Helm Greycastle. This looks like a cool book. Cool cover. $2. Midnight Western Theater number 2 is $2. I have Batman number 504. That's going to go for $2. Harley Quinn 45 is $2. Superboy Convergence number 1 of 2 is $2. Amazing X-Men number 9 is $2. And let's see what else I got here. Marvel Comics Presents number 2, number 6, and number 7 for $6. All right, guys, here's the deal of the night. Deal of the night is $30 for all of the double rack. $30 for the entire double rack. Going once, going twice. We got 3 minutes left on the clock. 3 minutes left on the clock here to call everything on the double rack. This is what remains. This is the stuff that I haven't sold through tonight. It'll probably show up later. I did have a stack of X-Force books here, JD, if you're interested. I have another X-Force number 1. This one has Shatterstar. It's going for $2. I have number 3 12, and 13 going for $8. And let's see, I have Marvel Knights 3 going for $2. Again, the rack is 30, guys. I have the Guyver number 2 and number 5. So we have more Guyver issues after all. That's going to go for $4 for the set. Okay. Night Thrasher number 1 is $2. Ultimate Mystery 1 is $2. Zorro number 4 is $2. You'll probably see these books on Friday. This is just kind of like a sneak peek. You guys can call them right now, but we're going to build out a set here. I have the X-Force Annual number 1 going for $2. JD, let me know if you want to throw that on. Havoc Wolverine Meltdown Part 3 of 4 and Part 4 of 4. That's $2 to pop on those. Action Comics 814 is 2. Micronauts 14 is 2. I have X-Men Annual 99. That's going for 2. The Others number 1 is 2. I have The Outsiders number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8. That's all going to go for $8. All right. Actually, that's your free $2 comment. Or oh wait, you got the adjusted for it. All right. We got X-Men Manifest Destiny Part 1 of 5, 2 of 5, 3 of 5, 4 of 5, and 5 of 5. You can get the whole run at $10 right now, $10 on that whole run. Again, these are books that we're going to be showing off on Friday's show. Batman Beyond number 7 is $2. Batman Beyond 10 is $2. Wolverines number 6 is $2. Lazarus number 9, number 10. That is $4 on that set. For Lazarus 9 and 10. We got Powerline number 1. That is $2. We got the Order number 4. That is going for $2. I have All-Star Batman number 2. That's $2. And I have War of the Superman number 1. That's $2. Give you guys a last minute deal here. This is going to all this stack, the Friday preview stuff. How about we do a deal with that? And I give you guys all the books at $15 right now. As a last minute deal before the show ends. So $15 on this. We got 30 on the double rack. We are at 10:59 now, so we got a minute here, and that is it. That wraps up this week's show. So thank you so much for shopping with me on the experience. You guys are fantastic. I will be back next week with a brand new show, and we're gonna do this again every Wednesday night. You can catch me again on Friday on my channel. We have Jen Kane from Space Cadets coming onto my channel. We're gonna be selling comics from 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Central, and 1 p.m. Eastern. We're going to go for 2 hours. We're going to have some fun on Friday. Jen's going to be ripping through some stuff, and I'm going to be showcasing more books from the new collection I just picked up. So thank you so much. Love you guys. You guys were so awesome. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. Take care.
Do you remember what it was like when you were a little kid and you got a letter in the mail? Now imagine that letter was filled with information about your favorite shows, pop culture questions, links to things you're going to want to see later, and even sneak peeks at upcoming programming here on The Experience. That's what the EXP mailing list is. Every week, we send you sneak peeks, information, and all of the relevant links for all of the shows you want to see. Sign up now on our website or scan the QR code that's on your screen right now.